Hello everyone, it's me Jenny, and for today's British culture video I will be discussing the most controversial subject I have ever discussed before. I've discussed faith, I've discussed nudity, I've discussed marijuana, and I've told the people of the world that the English weather is not that bad, but I have never lived in fear of revealing this particular secret about my life. Until this point, and I feel like this is the time that I need to tell everyone. I choose, when I make myself a cup of tea, to add the milk first. I know, for everyone out there who is a coffee drinker or doesn't care or doesn't mind either way, is going, that doesn't matter, why does that even matter? Well, exactly the same number of people out there are literally sharpening pickaxes to come at me and knock down my door and burn down my house. It's one of those things. Like, Charlie Is So Cool has made an entire mini film about disliking bad tea making and how adding milk first is a monstrous thing to do, and I think it's Doc Brown has done a rap about how adding milk first is bad, and if you look at any video on the internet about how to make proper tea, but adding the milk second is how the Queen does it, because you can then judge the taste and the judge it by the colour. I like to drink my tea with the milk first, and I realised that part of it is possibly because I read this book when I was very little, and it has the don't worry, I'm not reading it upside down because I'm idiotic, I'm reading it upside down because it's a quiz answer. It does make a difference. Milk contains a chemical called casein. It says how to pronounce it, casein. When tea mixes with milk, its chemicals break down the casein into small molecules. If you add milk to tea, it means that more casein gets broken down. This makes tea taste of boiled milk. That's why chemists in the know add tea to milk, not the other way around. And I read this book before I started drinking tea, and that stuck with me because it came with a nice picture, as all these books do, and that stuck in my brain. Also, I decided during my teenage years that I should have milk first, so that I could have a couple of mouthfuls of milk before I have my cup of tea, so I kept up my calcium levels, because I don't eat cereal, so generally I don't drink that much milk, so I was relatively low on calcium. Not dangerously low, not a medical professional suggestion, just something that I thought would be a useful idea. And I choose to put my milk first. Yes, all the tea lovers and all the tea aficionados in the world are screaming at me right now. But it comes down to this one thing. Tea is personal preference. Some people like it strong, some people like it weak, some people like it with sugar, some people don't. Some people like it with lemon, some people like it with milk. It depends on the tea and it depends on the person. My mum drinks coffee. She's a coffee drinker. She doesn't mind the taste of decaf coffee. She doesn't know the difference in taste between coffee that's decaffeinated and coffee that's not decaffeinated. But she judges me when I drink tea milk first, even though she doesn't drink tea. It's just one of those things. You could go into the history and check the history of whether or not you're supposed to add milk first or second. As I said, the Queen adds milk second. It's, to test the flavour, and traditionally, if you're going with British etiquette, you should add the milk second. But there's also a whole thing about delicate china, so you have to add the milk first so you lower the temperature of the tea. History books are completely down. You could trace the history back as far as you like, but in the end it comes down to personal preference of the here and now. I prefer the taste of tea when you add milk first. I know people who drink tea with plastic straws and that's just how they like it. I know people who have lemon, who have milk. The only people that I discriminate against when it comes to tea is not because they have sugar in their tea, which is disgusting, my personal opinion. It's the people, if there are any, who have lemon and milk in their tea, because if you do that, get the F out of my house. But that's it. And if I am serving someone in my house, I will not put milk in first unless they request it. I will give them a cup of black tea and offer them milk, because that's the standard. But if I'm making a cup for myself, it is milk first. And hopefully I haven't lost all of my subscriber base by saying that out loud. I've been living in fear of saying what I've just said out loud, and I'm glad to have got it off my chest. And I apologise to all the British people who now wish to unsubscribe or send hate mail my way. I look forward to seeing the like to dislike ratio on this video, and thank you for watching. feel free to comment down below. Tell me how you like your hot beverage, whether it be tea or coffee or hot water or hot Ribena or hot chocolate, however you like it. Tell me how you like it. Do you have any weird quirks? Do you have any specific things that you like in your tea? And yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys all next week for another British culture type talk or a Jenny Likes Children's book. This one has oddly enough been a sort of amalgamation of both. Bye guys.